Welcome to the HWA West Arena, live from San Diego, California. I am your host, Stephen Benoit Jericho. Tonight's action, we will be featuring in our main event, Azrael challenging our champion, Will King, for the title, live right here on the West Coast Show. Brandon Cook, thank you for checking in. Mr. Joe Rivers, thank you for checking in also, gentlemen. First matchup, we have some hardcore action as Rob Roman, we see cruising to the ring on his quad. Rob Roman says he has all the entrance music he needs right in his own head. Can those of you that are on confirm that the audio is working fine for me, please? Can you hear my voice loud and clear? Roman's opponent for tonight, he does not need any introduction, but I'll go ahead and say it anyways. This is Blade effing Wyatt, but you all know that. Mr. Brown, thank you for checking in, and gentlemen, thank you for confirming my audio feed. Blade Wyatt makes his way down through his adoring fans as he approaches the ring, ready to stand toe-to-toe, the line in the sand, taking on Rob Roman here. These are two men that I'm sure our hardcore champion, Brandon the Maniac Coleman, will be paying close attention to. Coleman, as you know, beat Blade Wyatt for the hardcore championship. Well, Rob Roman is right there on their heels, trying to jump into that #1 contender spot here. And here we are, folks. Let's kick off some hardcore action. There's the bell. The referee steps out of the way. Blade Wyatt steps in quickly, delivering a huge Samoan drop there, planting Rob Roman firmly on his back. It looks like the former champion is going to try to take control of this one here early on, wearing down the upper body of Rob Roman. Springs off the ropes, comes up and with a splash, knocks the wind right out of Roman. Blade Wyatt, lots of power, and he is relentless. There's a show of that power, drops him right there, flat in the middle of the ring on the HWA insignia. Rob Roman, who's trying to make his way up the ladder in the hardcore scene, not faring very well against the former champion here, Blade Wyatt. What's this? It looks like at some point here in the ongoing early moments of this match, who's that standing down there on Blade Wyatt's side of the ring? Does anyone recognize him? I only have little bits and pieces from the camera angle. I can't quite tell who that is down in the white pants on Blade Wyatt's side of things. If anyone recognizes who that athlete is, please let me know. I can't see his face from this angle. Blade Wyatt continues. Oh, what's this? Rob Roman flips up over in a quick small package pin. Rob Roman trying to use his speed advantage there to gain control and maybe pick up a quick pin. Roman taking over things now. He's working the arms of Wyatt, returning the favor, so to speak. Trying to keep this big man off his feet down on the mat where Roman is clearly the dominant competitor here in this match. Roman continues sticking to his game plan, goes for another pin. I know it's early on, but Roman trying to do anything he can to make up for the size advantage here. And still, he keeps Wyatt planted on the ground. Wyatt's been down on the mat for, it's got to be approaching a minute straight here. Now, Roman actually stands Wyatt up to his feet. Roman's game plan now seems to be working for him here, and I believe, okay, I just got note here, that is indeed Brute Pain, folks. Brute Pain is actually down in the corner, and there's a cutter from Wyatt. That's Brute Pain down in Blade Wyatt's corner, and now Wyatt with a couple slams going for the pin. Just a 2 count. Blade thought he had him there. You can see the little bit of frustration. Blade, as we know, has been a lot more emotional as of late since he lost his hardcore championship to Brandon Coleman. Will King, thank you for checking in, sir. Will King, as you can see there, he's getting warmed up, getting ready for his title match. It's not till a little bit later on, but a true king, a true champion here early, stretching and getting prepared for it to defend his title. What's going on here? Rob Roman throws him up, a pop-up powerbomb, catches him. He caught all that. You can see the head bouncing off the mat here of Blade Wyatt. Rob Roman thought for sure he had him. He's back up, and he's stalking his prey. What's Roman gonna do? There's a shot to the gut, and he's going for a stunner. No, Blade Wyatt saw that one coming, able to dodge that bullet there, come up with a quick slam of his own. I haven't been counting the pins, but that's gonna be like 5 or 6 pins total so far as Wyatt comes up swinging. Caught him with all of that right hook. Wyatt wants to make sure that he's down this time, so he's still stomping him. He hit him with that signature punch of his, but instead of going for the pin, Wyatt continued the attack, and it seems that Brute Pain is chatting with Wyatt here. Blade just sort of standing there listening. Oh Jesus, that clothesline just spun Roman up and around. I thought that was gonna be it for sure. Blade Wyatt thinking the same thing here, and he's not done. Now it's Blade's turn to stalk Roman. He's got him up on his shoulder. Pile driver time, baby. That's it. Rob Roman has got to be done. Brute Pain very happy. I thought for sure that was it. I didn't even know what to say after he kicked out of that. And it looks like Wyatt not done. He's going to go up again. A second pile driver. Blade Wyatt pile driver twice in a row. This has got to be it. He's already hit him with that big punch. Then hit him with 2 pile drivers. Rob Roman just keeps kicking out, folks. Blade Wyatt not quite sure what he's going to do, and there's a huge slam. How much more can Rob Roman take, folks? We've been watching Blade Wyatt just manhandle Roman here for the last few minutes. Huge slams, 2 pile drivers. Roman not done apparently, as now he is firing all cylinders. Comes up with a huge knee shot. Roman drops him on the back of his head. That can't be it right there. No, Wyatt kicks out. What a match. What is it going to take for either one of these men to keep his opponent down? There's the stunner. That could be it. The stunner out of nowhere. Rob Roman with the pin. They're giving it every single thing they have. They're not holding anything back. Each man has blasted the other with multiple finishers and signature moves, but they just keep kicking out. Looks like Roman had Wyatt there by the beard and just bashing him off the mat, grabbing onto that beard. Brute Pain still down there offering words of encouragement, it appears, to Blade Wyatt. Roman throws him into the ropes again, and there's another pop-up powerbomb. He's hit him with a stunner. Now 2 pop-up powerbombs, and that's it. Rob Roman comes through after all and picks up the win here. Both men hitting multiple finishers, multiple signature moves, giving it everything they have, and Rob Roman standing tall. And watch this, Roman not done yet. He is stamping on Blade Wyatt, apparently frustrated from having to do so much. What's this? This is the Wolf Pack. What are the Wolf Pack doing here? Why are the Wolf Pack coming to Blade Wyatt's aid? Unless you watch the match, you wouldn't be able to tell that Rob Roman was actually the winner there. Oh, here's that surprise match that we scheduled. Fiona the Dragon Queen taking on Indra Jaya one-on-one. But as I was saying, Rob Roman actually won that match and ended up being left laying on his back there as the Wolf Pack, for some reason, came to the aid of Blade Wyatt. Also, Brute Pain was ringside in Blade Wyatt's corner. What the hell is this? That's Nightshade. Nightshade coming down to the ring with a chair as Indra is making her entrance. Nightshade's in the ring with Indra. She clubs her with that chair. The women's hardcore champion is down. Nightshade, she's not in this match. Now clubbing Indra. You see, the referee called that match interference. We will not get to see Indra versus Fiona after all, thanks to Nightshade's interference. Fiona disqualified. Nightshade is not even scheduled to be here in the West Coast show this week. You're doing pretty good, Mr. Rodriguez. Thank you for checking in, checking out the show. Make sure you guys all like. We have got the living legend, Justin Perrault, coming down here now. And his rematch taking on Colt Shields. Justin defeated Shields Last time the two faced on the last West Coast show. The two men having a little back and forth verbal tussle there. Apparently not happy, not finished with each other, rather. I have to excuse my voice and a little cough I got going on. We've got a late winter cold ended up picking up here. Actually, when I was up in Boston here for the last HWA East Coast run. No problem at all, Mr. Rodriguez. We look forward to getting Tech 9 back into some action here on the East Coast show. I know last time we saw Tech 9, he was actually getting attacked by the Sakamotos, Brandon Coleman's two henchmen. How is Tech 9 doing? I haven't heard. Did he get hurt in that attack, or is he fine there, Kenny? Now we got the Dark Horse in the ring here, ready to square off with the Living Legend once more. Here we go, Colt Shields charging across, coming up with a huge body shot. Now he's just tossing the Legend around, trying to establish dominance early on in this one. Don't sleep on Justin, though, folks. He is very skillful. The man, again, is 6'5", so against any normal opponent, he's a pretty intimidating specimen. But standing up next to the 6'7" Colt Shields, Justin even looks a little bit dwarfed. Little disrespect shown there by Colt. Colt wiping the grease and the sweat from his own hair and throwing it down at the Living Legend as he was laying on his back in the ring here. Justin not taking very kindly to that. And what's he going for? Looks like Justin's reaching down into his toy box. What's he going to pull out? It appears to be a bat. Legend's got a bat. Colt takes it from him, but Legend kicks it out of Colt's hands here. Doesn't look like, at least for now, the bat will come into play. Oh, Legend's got it. Justin swings. He hits Colt twice on the back with that bat. That bat will definitely be an equalizer as he strikes Shields a couple times across the back with it. You can see a couple of cylinder-shaped bruises now across the back forming on Colt Shields from those two bat shots. Looks like these two are going to want to stay outside for a little bit. Colt sort of walking around him. I thought he was going to go on the attack, but it looked like he had some sort of exchange with the fans there in the front row. And now Justin, once again, reaching into his toy box, Got a kendo stick this time. Colt once again stops him. Justin not done though. Brings that kendo stick in. Colt sees it. He didn't like the feeling of that bat last time. Doesn't want to feel that kendo stick as well. Colt had all that time. He could have simply picked up that kendo stick and gone to work, but Colt Shields looking to use his hands as a weapon, and Colt with a huge spear ends up picking up the win. Shields not using any weapons other than his own might here in this one, and he is able to topple the living legend pretty quickly here, despite those couple shots across the back from that baseball bat. Ill intent from the living legend kind of backfired on him. And oh, what's this? This is Kill Switch Joe. He's running. Oh, he attacks Colt. Kill Switch Joe just attacked Colt Shields. The winners of our matches are not safe here tonight, folks. Rob Roman won his match, then got pummeled after. Now we see Colt Shields getting a high knee to the face by Kill Switch Joe. If I'm in any of these matches tonight, I'm not 100% sure I want to be the winner. This one, folks, is that 2-on-3 handicap match, and it looks like we have the two captains of each team. We've got Caleb Shaw here. We know who his partner is going to be already, Warhammer. And now, making his way down to the ring, the other captain, this is going to be Brute Pain. I'm not quite sure who he's going to have in his corner tonight, though. We possibly may have seen a little bit of a spoiler early on, as he was in the corner of Blade Wyatt, so possibly Blade Wyatt may be in his corner along with someone else, but I'm not quite sure who that third opponent or third companion would be in this one. Don't forget, we also saw the Wolfpack come running down, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like the Wolfpack are going to be in the corner of Brute Pain here in this 2-on-3 handicap match, and it starts off Evan Rude in there with a huge task at hand, as Evan Rude is in there to start things off, with Caleb Shaw, and they're not starting off well at all. Shaw with that huge power. If I'm Evan Rude, I want to avoid the striking of Caleb Shaw any way that I can. I'm ducking, dodging, diving, trying to slide out of that ring every time I see Shaw wind up. The man with the iron fist. You get that nickname for a reason. That man, he punches you in the chest. He could just damn near stop your heart. I'd much rather have him tossing me around than hitting me with those clubbing blows that he has. Oh, you saw the kick to the back. Brute Pain delivering a kick to the lower back of Shaw. Now the experienced tag team of the Wolfpack coming into play as York gets tagged in now. Looks like Shaw gonna take himself a break, and now the massive Warhammer we see in action for the first time. Wasting no time here. He's got York picked up. That power tossing York around like a rag doll. This is a big, big man. He's got to be 7 feet plus. The giant hands on him. The hands on this guy are bigger than my baseball glove, I think. Apparently this big guy a little bit top heavy. It seems York may have found a weakness. Is there? York dies, makes the tag to Rude. Rude comes charging in, delivers a knee to the gut and then a kick to the face. Catches him firmly and another one. Evan Rude seems like he's onto something. This is almost like a match taking on King Hippo from Mike Tyson Punch-Out. You punch him in the gut, then you give him a good shot to the face once he drops his hands. Worked out for a little bit there, but now so much for that as Evan Rude takes a long ride. This could be it. The first man eliminated. No, Evan Rude kicks out. Thought for sure after that huge slam, Evan Rude was on his way to the locker room, but still he kicks out somehow. Wisely tagging out to catch a break. He's got the big man up. He didn't get him up very high, but he dropped him down on his neck here. No, apparently he didn't tag. The ref didn't see the tag, so he denied Brute Pain from coming into this one. Referee waved it away, saying there was no tag, but I thought I saw it in up and over. The big man showing agility. Catches on to that top rope, but only for a second as Evan Rude comes up with that kick, sends him sprawling down. Rude on the top turnbuckle, all the way out, lands on his butt. That's a long drop to come up missing everything. Shoved his spine up through his damn head, and now he's getting tossed around. High risk with no reward on that one. And now he is dreading his decision. Evan Rude taking things back into the ring where it's a little bit safer, and this time the referee, I don't know if he saw the tag or not. Was there even a tag? Referee distracted by Shaw. Brute Pain comes in. Referee's letting it go though, and now Brute Pain gets upended by a clothesline. Not even Shaw if Pain is the legal man. The referee did not see that tag. He's letting it go, though. Maybe he thought he heard the tag at least. One thing about Brute Pain, he's not always the biggest man in the fight here, but you know, you can say anything you want to about him, but he is tough as nails, and he is not afraid to fight anyone, anywhere, and oh! Takes a huge shot. That one caught him as he was turning around right on the button. 2. I thought for sure that giant hand. There's a left hook. The right wasn't enough, so he follows it with a left on the Brute. That fist to the face of Brute Pain is going to feel like a headbutt to the face. That the size of Warhammer's fist is pretty much the same size as Brute Pain's head. Brute Pain and the Wolfpack continuing with those tags, trying to keep a fresher man in. Now a pin there by Rude, but Caleb Shaw distracting. Referee finally sees it. By the time he could get down there to start the count, Caleb Shaw had come up and broken that one, and Shaw gets kicked out of the ring. Shaw crashing all the way down onto the floor, but he pops up pretty quickly there. The resistant Caleb Shaw. York up there. Looks like York and Caleb Shaw having a little verbal confrontation. York not getting out of the ring. Shaw not happy with it. Having a little war of words over there in that corner now. The referee, I'm surprised he's letting it go. York still not leaving the ring. I guess this is a no DQ match, so York and Caleb Shaw are still arguing at the top of the screen there. Brute Pain now calling for something. All 3 members of Team Pain are in there. The Wolfpack got him up. He's up on the shoulders of Brute, and it looks like a triple power bomb. It took all 3 members of that team to get Warhammer up in the air for that power bomb, but they did it, and there's a 3 count. That huge triple power bomb taking out the massive Warhammer. And now Caleb Shaw in here all by himself, taking on all 3 men alone now. We saw massive power by Warhammer, but an extreme lack of in-ring, I don't know, skill, but you can clearly see Warhammer lacking training in ring. He's a brawler and very huge, very strong, but he just couldn't hang with the professional wrestlers here that are taking up Team Pain. This is gonna be a daunting task for anyone here, even Caleb Shaw. All three of the men, the numbers game just maybe a little too much for Shaw in this one. Team Payne has people that can come in and break up pins, things like that. And Shaw still needs to be able to eliminate all three men in order to win this match. You talk about a tall mountain to try to climb. York here showing apparent signs of fatigue in this one. And he comes up with a rainbow cutter. Didn't look like he hit that one flush, but still. How long can Shaw actually last in this one? Caleb goes outside to take a little bit of a breather. Brute Payne wisely chasing him out there. Doesn't want to give Shaw too much of a break here. Too long of an opportunity to catch his breath. These three men continuing to just punish Caleb Shaw here as Payne now. We saw this a minute ago. We saw this take out the Mammoth Warhammer. Now they've got Caleb Shaw up in the air. There it is, a triple powerbomb on Shaw. That has got to be it. This is the pin right here. Caleb Shaw is done. 2-0. I thought it was a 3 count. The referee signaling 2. Brute Payne wiping some of the blood off his face here. This 3-on-1 matchup now just has got to be too much for even Caleb Shaw to overcome. Shaw trying to stay in this one, trying to reverse and still do some damage. Now he's up on the middle rope here, comes down, driving that fist. That's the great equalizer right there. The man with the iron fist delivering one across the forehead of York, and you can see York is barely made it to his feet, kind of dead on his feet here. 2, and it looks like 3. Did he get the 3? Is York gone? It looks like York is gone as now he's taking on Evan Rude, but no, Rude jumps back out. Apparently it was only a 2 count on York. But York is still out of it, barely scrambling to his feet here. Not able to even go for a pin. Shaw right back on the attack with a Dominator. York, quick thinking there, making the tag. You could see that he was still dazed. wisely makes a tag to Evan Rude. Shaw still yet to eliminate anyone from this match, and it looks like Rude was going to take him into the crowd, but Shaw must have saw what was coming and fought out of that one. Oh, a huge DDT outside onto the concrete floor, the thinly padded concrete. You see those massive shots now. One shot just drops Rude to his knees. Rude is rocked. He is trying to speed things up so he can get in and make the tag here. But Shaw swinging for the fences, misses. Evan Rude saw that one coming and wisely dodged the huge bullet. The eye of Evan Rude is swelling shut already after those couple shots. Rude needs to get to his corner, make a tag, otherwise he's going to be the first one from his team here to get eliminated. And Shaw up on the top delivers that huge fist down onto Evan Rude. Shaw stumbled getting up, a little slow to get up from being exhausted and taking so much damage here. Slow to get up, couldn't go for the pin. Brute Payne seems to be feeling the effects there as kind of a reverse pile driver hits him. 2 and 3. Brute Payne. Payne is eliminated. Caleb Shaw now odds just slightly better here for him, as now it's only a 2-on-1. Evan Rude with a pin and 2 count. Caleb Shaw manages to kick free. Still fighting back. Still holding on here. A second 2 count now, back to back. Caleb Shaw just keeps fighting, keeps kicking out of these pins here tonight. Refusing to go down as he throws Evan Rude right into York, and they both fall down onto the ground. York springs up quickly. Rude there's a shot. Oh, it looked like he was going for that roundhouse kick. Evan Rude saw it at the corner of his eye, able to put a hand up just in time and catch that foot. And now Caleb Shaw right back into getting just beat down here tonight. Someone needs to come down here and throw the white towel in for Caleb Shaw. This man he's too proud to do it himself, but he can't have much more left in him, folks. Shaw's got Rude now here, and he spins around and drives his face into the ground. This could be it for Rude. 2, and no, the numbers game comes into play again as York coming to save Evan Rude. Mentioned that earlier, at least having one teammate, you can have someone that can come in and break up that pin to keep your team alive, and we almost had a one-on-one there for a second until York saw what was going to happen, dove in and broke up the pin. Caleb Shaw continuing. Big move after big move, trying to put one of these men away. Rude appears to be trying to suck what's left of the strength out of Shaw, working the legs and the lower back there with that hold. It's pretty apparent that if there's any breath left in Shaw, he will keep fighting. Rude able to kick his feet up underneath the top rope there to prevent that move from happening. Quick thinking by Evan Rude, and it looks like Rude hits him with his own move. Rude hits Shaw with his own finisher. That could be it. Shaw in a daze. Rude now not done. Slinging Shaw into his corner, but no, Caleb again fighting back, and what a shot to the face of Evan Rude. Hits him with that big kick. Just a 2 count as now Shaw, sick and tired of York, comes out. Oh, I thought he was going to take out York, but instead it looks like he was just going for a little bit of a break. This match feels like it has been going on for the whole 47 minutes of this show so far, folks. 48. Shaw, you can see going for a big move, but the lower back feeling the pain as he gives up on that one. The back sort of let go, and there you see Shaw dropping to a knee again. That exhaustion very evident here on Caleb Shaw, is after he had Evan Rude up, couldn't handle the weight, dropped down, and then you saw him there a second ago again dropping back down to a knee just out of exhaustion. Giving it every single ounce of everything that he has here tonight, folks, against all the odds. I don't know how much more even this man, Caleb Shaw, can take. And I guess that answers that right now is Evan Rude, as he crumbles to exhaustion there at the end of that. Evan Rude picks up the pin here. 2 of the 3 men battered and bloodied. Caleb Shaw out laying on the ground by himself. Just beat to exhaustion. What a marathon match between these 2 teams, and Team Pain coming up with the win. Now this is kind of an interesting match that I put together for you folks. We have these 2 men standing side by side, Macho Santos and James Black. Putting these 2 together, actually, even though they're feuding, just to see how they react to it, how they can work together. They're supposed to be 2 of the top stars in the industry today. So let's see how they can actually work together to try to pick up a win here. And this one, folks, the tag title is on the line. Wouldn't it be something to see these two men that seem to be hating each other actually winning the titles and then having to carry those championships and defend them? And here they are. We mentioned the tag team champions. Here are Durgos and Martrix from the Crew, our Blood Brothers tag team champions. They're standing there somewhere there in the stage, and all that smoke. The dragon and the angel. Can see coming out here behind our tag champions is Azrael. Azrael here up next, actually challenging Will King tonight for the title, but now he comes to aid his brothers in arms. Looks like starting things off, it's going to be Macho Santos in the ring with Durgos, and he throws the dragon off the ropes, comes up with a huge kick. The way I see it, this could go two ways. This could be a very dominant one-sided match with these two of the best singles competitors in the world on one side, or it could go very bad. And these two that just have too much hatred for each other just get out tag team matched by our champions. And now Santos goes over, takes his eyes off Durgos to club Martrix. Now Martrix taking advantage of that little second, but no. Santos just too skillful, fights out of that one and is right back on the hunt. Santos calling Durgos over. What's he got to do here? Durgo sort of making him pay for showing off a little bit there. Santos just tossing Durgos out of the ring. Had him crashing down. Now he's after Martrix again. He keeps going after both men. Now pulls Martrix in the ring. It looks like he's almost saying that he's going to beat both of them by himself here. Either that or it's just good tactics. Durgo spins it around, and now good skill shown off here by Santos as they were going a little back and forth, pin for pin, tit for tat, and now Martrix takes another shot. Santos, I think what Santos is trying to do here, to be honest, and now he looks like he's going to tag in Black, standing in front, but did he tag? No. Santos jaw-jacking Black. I couldn't hear what he said in that corner, but he did not go for a tag. Durgo's taking advantage, but he didn't see how close to the ropes I think he was there. And here comes the Angel. Martrix gets tagged in, and now he is going right after Santos. Santos so big and powerful that I don't think he really has any fear taking on these two, in his eyes, lesser men. And now he's going over, showing off to Azrael a little bit. Santos, no regard for any of these men here in the Resistance. Santos needs to suck up his pride and just go make a tag. Because clearly, I think he underestimated these two men, our two tag champions, and he is starting to wear. These two speedy, faster men actually hit harder than he probably anticipated here, and their quick tags and quick moves sort of wearing down the much bigger, stronger Macho Santos here. No matter how powerful you are, if you underestimate your opponent, you can, end up hurting yourself pretty badly here. Macho gets rolled up and James comes in. Black, not wanting to lose this match, still came to the aid of his partner to break up that pin. Martrix right back on the attack here, though. Santos saved here for now, and James Black reaching for a pin. Santos has a free spot now. He needs to make a pin. He's dragging him to his corner, it looks like. No, Santos, instead of tagging James Black, continues stomping on Martrix. Determined to pick up the win here. Throwing Martrix out of the ring. What is Santos doing? He had all that time right there that he could easily have gone over and tagged in Black He's got to do it now. Here he goes. He's going for the tag right now. James Black just jumped down. It looked like Santos there going to tag in Black, but James jumped down this time, denying Santos from tagging him. These two definitely not on the same page here. Santos had all the time in the world to make tags throughout this match. Hadn't. And then when he was going to, James Black finally, out of frustration probably, said, so here you go, you think you can win this one, you stay in there and you keep fighting then. Our tag champions continuing to show exactly why they're on top of the tag division. Great double team tandem here. Santos has got to make a tag, and hopefully James Black wants to win this enough where he'll actually, this time, you know, he's looks like he's teaching Santos a lesson, but maybe he'll stick with it and let Santos tag him here so the fresh man can get in there. Yeah, you can see Black still cares about this one as he still comes in and breaks up the tag. James Black going to work now and springs off, and Black hits him with a rainbow cutter. What a move by James Black. Black and Santos could still be in this one because it looks like James still wanting to fight. Pulling off a huge move there on Durgos. Durgos still down. Santos now, all he has to do, find himself a little bit of a break, get in there and tag Black. It looks like Black is ready to go. And you can see there now James jumped in to make the tag, and what's James doing? Looks like James is going to go work on Durgos now while he's laying there, but he's not. James Black is walking back up the ramp, folks. James Black is walking up the ramp. He's heading towards the exit while Santos is still in the ring. James Black is leaving. James Black left the ring here. And now Santos by himself. Matrix rolls him up. He's got him in a choke. And it looks like he's out. Macho Santos just tapped. The Crew retain their tag team championship. But folks, James Black leaving Santos high and dry here. Actually leaves the arena. This match didn't quite go as they were probably hoping. What a hell of a tag team that could have been, Santos and James Black, but clearly the two still a lot of bad blood, and this has got to be resolved in some other way. Here it is, folks. This is the one that we've all been waiting for. All the talk that's been going on the page and throughout the EFED industry. This is James Black defending his title for the first time here in HWA as he takes on the challenger, Azrael, also from the Crew. Azrael, who was down ringside for that tag match we just saw. Chose to stay down there so he didn't have to have the whole entrance since he was already at the ringside. Just waiting for Mr. Will King to make his way down to join him in the ring. There's a good look at Will King's heavyweight championship here for the West Coast. The grand prize on the west side of things. Azrael Victor of the Crew there staring across. Not showing any intimidation by the much bigger Will King. He is staring right back across the ring at King. King used to bullying people around and getting his way. Azrael of the Crew clearly not afraid of him here. Will King gesturing across to Azrael as if he's saying, "Come and take it." King reluctantly handing over his title to the referee. Referee holding it up in front of Azrael to take a look at it. Azrael didn't look down at the belt. Instead, he continued staring straight across the ring at Will King, just determined to take this one. And we see here they lock up in the middle of the ring. The much larger Will King starting things off with that nasty headbutt, but good lower body strength, good leverage from Azrael, jumping across, and he flapjacks Will King on his face. As we look across in either man's corner, we see on the far top left of your screen, Sander Cool. Sander Cool of the Crew in the corner of Azrael, and down on the bottom right of the screen, I am told that this is Damian Omega. We have yet to see him in the HWA. I'm not too sure what his role is, if he's a manager, a bodyguard, or if he's an actual competitor, but we will see. Look more into that, and now he helps Will King up to his feet. Vicious side of Azrael there as he just drops King down onto that the apron, that hard outer edge of the ring here. Victor trying to use every piece of his surroundings as a weapon in this one. Azrael taking it right to the champion, Will King, and this one is off the top ropes with a beautiful frog splash. a lot smaller than King, wisely using his whole body and the weight from the gravity, bringing his body weight down onto King. A very good tactic here when you're grossly outweighed and outsized by your opponent here. Every advantage that you can use, you need to. And what's this? Damian Omega. Omega drags the referee out. The count was going on. Will King now taking advantage. Using that little opening in the assist by Omega. Now delivering a power bomb onto Azrael. That strength here. And now a chair in the ring. I don't think the referee saw it. Will King sets him up for that DDT of his. The King's reign. There's two. And no, Azrael kicks out of it. Will King hit him with his finisher, but wasn't quite enough. Delivering another power bomb, and now he's got him up again. He is just ragdolling Azrael Victor here. 3 huge power bombs in a row. And now he is just toying with him. Referee sees that chair, finally throws it out. Will King continuing to club on Victor. It's amazing how one simple little dirty tactic like dragging the ref could turn the tides completely in this one. And now Will King, our champion, dominating Azrael Victor here, setting him up for another. Yep, here it is, a huge power bomb, but Victor fights out of it. That one could have been the end of the night for Victor. He manages to fight out of that one. Now has King up, dropping him on his knee. The sharp point of Azrael's knee right into the rib cage of Will King. And now wisely, knowing that the lower half of King is going to be feeling the pain from that knee shot, goes right back to work on the lower body here. Now Omega gets involved again. Looked like Azrael having some words back with him. Another distraction. Will King's got him up high. Oh, looked like he was going for the jackhammer. But Azrael fights out of it and now breaks up. Azrael had a pin. That could have been a 3 count right there. But yet another distraction from Omega. Omega's going to get himself kicked out of this one. Azrael Victor going up top now. Floats around. Look at that athletic ability. Hits him. There's a 1, 2, and what? The referee says it's 3. He says it's over. Azrael Victor. He hands him the title, but that was clearly a 2 count. Let's see the instant replay here. Pull up the replay. 1, 2. That was clearly a 2 count, folks. The referee handing the strap to Victor. I've got to go take this footage over. There's no way.
Look, Azrael,
this match
it's clear
ends
right
like
here.
that.
And as much as I hate doing this, it's clear that the referee made a mistake and it was only a 2 count. So I need to redo this match fairly with a fair count so we can have a rightful champion here.
ladies and gentlemen, right at the end of that match, as we went down back to the locker rooms, I pulled both the crew and the generation aside, and I showed them the footage. I think you guys saw a little cut of me talking to the crew, but it was clear that that was only a 2 count, and our referee definitely made a mistake. I have no choice. That was plain as day, only a 2 count. So, I don't have a choice, folks. I've got to have a rematch of that one. I think at this point, I need to decide if we give Will King the title back, or despite the missed call, we leave the title vacant. And I've got to definitely, both those men fought hard. They deserve to have a rematch to determine who the rightful champion is here. Lots of interference from Omega, so I kind of got to take that into consideration. But Azrael fought through it. King kicked out after the 2 count, but the referee signaled for the bell, saying the match was over and Azrael was victorious. So lots of controversy here in this one. Well, folks, I mean, that wraps it up. We've got to figure this one out. But thank you all for tuning in. Episode 21 of the HWA. Some very interesting cliffhangers this one leaves us on. We saw sort of what seemed like an alliance forming. Brute Pain, Blade Wyatt, and then the Wolf Pack. Kind of curious to see how that one plays out. Also, we saw James Black actually leave the ringside, head out back, and leave Macho Santos hanging. Although Santos did, hang out and not tag James Black in on several times, then James actually jumped back off the apron, denying Santos from tagging him at one point. So it was a very interesting night. I hope to hear what you guys' thoughts are on the group page. And please remember, click that like button. Also, if you aren't already subscribed, please do. This is Stephen Benoit Jericho from HWA, the Hybrid Wrestling Alliance. Thank you for watching, and have a great night.